Now, when I first saw John Wick Chapter 2, I was clapping until my hands went numb. I was just praising that, like, mirror room sequence. And there is, like, 10 of those in John Wick Chapter 3. It just doesn't let up. It's just a perfect movie. From the start, you've got John Wick trying to escape these bounties. And at the very, very end, you get a satisfying conclusion to the end of a John Wick trilogy. All of which the movies have been really good. And Parabellum seems to overpass all of it. Now, what really does work? All the acting works. All the acting with what they're given. Keanu Reeves' John Wick is really good. Halle Berry is just, a great new addition to the world. The world that they've built in, they also just world build. Like, they do a lot of world building in this movie. Yeah, I mean, you can see there are, like, different assassins from different places in the city. And John Wick has to try and take them down, which is... Sometimes it felt a bit episodic. And when I first went in, I was just like, look, I wouldn't even be surprised if this movie didn't even have a main villain. I would be perfectly okay if the movie didn't have a main villain. And then I was just like, maybe it could feel a bit episodic. I don't want it to be feeling, episodic. I just really didn't want it to be like that. But somehow, the acting, the story, it just managed to create this beautiful thing. With recent movies nowadays, they have so much movie in them that they feel like more than, they feel like more than a movie. John Wick Chapter 2, for example, had, that first storyline about John Wick's mission that he has to complete, and then at the end, you're kind of setting up all that, every assassin in the city wants you dead. Which, I gotta say, I wasn't a big fan of them meshing them two together, but the actual plot line about John Wick being targeted by every assassin in this city gets to fully pan out here, and it's done brilliantly. It's actually done brilliantly. I think most of that credit goes to Keanu Reeves, Halle Berry, and Lawrence Fishburne, who I was really excited to see coming after John Wick Chapter 2, but I will say that his character is very underdeveloped. Very underdeveloped. Like, how he kind of appears in the trailers and you're just like, oh, they're saving all the good stuff for the movie. No, I mean, it's typical trailer stuff. This is what you typically see, and then he gets some cool moments. He's very, very underdeveloped. But, as I said before, there is about 10 beautiful pieces of, entertainment. If you're talking about the one on the motorcycles, or just any of them. The one on the motorcycles, the one on the station, there's so many ones that, I am thinking of making a top 10 John Wick action scenes, and which Parabellum would take 7 of those places, and the other ones would go to the pencil scene or the mirror scene from Chapter 2. But the thing about this movie that just stands it out from all the others is that it is a close. It's a close. With all the other ones, the first John Wick, you're just like, okay, but there's really a lot of unanswered questions and plot holes that, kind of distract you from the movie the more times you watch it. And with Chapter 2, again, there's 2 plot holes. Plot lines. Now, on this hand, you get one cohesive plot line, or maybe you don't, maybe you get a few plot lines, but they all fit together nicely. It's like if you said an episode in a TV pilot drama, okay? One person is off on an adventure to, try and save the world, and they're trying to figure out the science behind it, and then another person is actually doing all the fighting stuff. And to that, I say, perfect, perfect. Why not? You got one group here, one group there. Sometimes when you get 3 groups or maybe even 4 groups, and the pacing is weird between the groups, the Last Jedi, let's say, for example. That's when the movie starts to fall down a bit. With this movie, all the plot lines have their certain amount of, flavor. All of them seem very interesting. There's not too much that it bogs the movie down, and there's not too little that you feel like you want more. It's just there. All those plot lines are just there, and they work. All of them work. All of them connect to one larger plot line, and all of them are interesting that you never get bored. You never just like, oh, I'm sticking to one plot line now. Oh man, I've cut this plot line. Oh, now we're on to this plot line. Oh, the plot line's getting good. Oh, we're moving on. No, we are actually excited to see all of them. We're actually excited. So when one of them ends and another one comes on, you're just like, oh, more of this person? Great. More action? Great. That's just how the movie works, and that's just how the movie operates, which makes it just some really fun interactions between the characters as well. There's like some violent action as you can expect. I mean, I'm not going to go into the action because I really don't want to spoil anything about the. Jeez, the sun is getting weird today. I don't want to spoil anything about the action, but it's the action that you can expect. It's visually amazing. It's performed so that you don't like, oh my gosh, that horse is fake. No, that horse is practical, okay? This is practical. The mirrors are practical. The stage is practical. The guns are, the acting is just amazing. The motorcycles, the swords, they're all practical. They just work. I have to say, if you're looking out for some scenes, I would say the motorcycle scene is just the best. I wouldn't say the best. The motorcycle scene is just like that best tight car chase that you've seen. You know how in all those movies you're like, oh, a car chase, seriously. This is the best car chase you've seen. Then you get the station fight, which is, kind of the worst of these three fights I'm about to mention. But the horse scene, he rides a horse. It's shown in the trailer, so I'm not going to say anything more about this movie. I'm just going to say that I highly, highly recommend it, even though there are some undeveloped characters. Some could consider the last act very messy. I would say I enjoyed this movie a lot. And if you want me to go into a full, some detail about the other two movies, because I know I haven't posted reviews for them on my channel, I will be doing a ranking of all the John Wick movies. So thank you guys so much for watching. I highly recommend you check out Parabellum, because this and Avengers Endgame could be tied for, one of the greatest movies of 2019 so far. So check that out, and I will see you in another video. Bye.